Hello, hello. Today I just wanted to show you a super easy way to make these little cute angels with Dollar Tree supplies. And it all started with these angel wings that I saw at Dollar Tree the other day. I thought they were so cute, and I thought, wow, that would be really cute on an angel. And I thought, well, how can I make an angel that will stand on its own? And let me see what I can come up with inside the store. So what I did was, I thought I wanted a body shape. And I'd like to make it like a little choir angel, so you could make more than one, and you can do one with the trumpet because more of the ornaments are coming out. So you can do like a choir. You can do one maybe playing the trumpet, and you can do different ones with the little the instruments that are coming out. So I'm just going to show you the basics, and you can add a face to them, or you can add hair to them, or you can do whatever you like. I just wanted to show you the basic way of making this cute fairy. So what I purchased were these cones from Dollar Tree. They are $1 a piece, and they are by the floral forms and things like that. So you need one of these. You're going to need the feather boa. Now these are at Dollar Tree, but if you can't find them there, most craft stores do sell them. So you need one of these. And they do sell this in the package. I had some left over, and that's what I used to have the hands holding my little choir book there. So you want to try and get like gold or silver, which would be better on the different angels. And then I used, of course, the gold pipe cleaner for the little halo on there. And I bought a package of these, and this is what I used for the head. So you do have the silver, the gold, and then of course you have the glitter. So it just depends on what you want to use them for and if you want to decorate the face or not. So it's super, super easy. And one of the things that I did come across that was a problem is the fact that these angel wings they're pretty heavy. I mean, they're pretty sturdy for the $1 that you're paying. And we're going to glue this on the back side once we put our feathers on. So what's happening is it was tipping. So the way that I was able to fix that was we're going to put a little hole in here, and we're just going to use these little rocks to give it some weight. So as you can see on the bottom of mine, I just made a hole, and that weighs down the front so that your angel sits right and it doesn't fall over. So this is just a fun, super way to make some cute angels for Christmas. So let's get started. So what you want to do first is you want to take your feather boa, and we are just going to glue from the top. And you only have to glue at the very top. You don't even have to go all the way down as you're doing it. And let me just give you this word of advice, because on that one, I wind it up with a little problem because I cracked it in half just unwrapping it. So be real careful. All I did, of course, was take some hot glue and I glued it back together, but these do snap very easy, and it snapped about right here. So I just wanted to give you the heads up on that. And what you're going to do is you're just going to take your beginning and you're going to hold it there until it's securely glued. So the hot glue takes a few seconds. And once this is all on, we're going to glue on the, let's see, I think I glued on the wings first, but this time, so that it doesn't fall over on us, we're going to put the little hole in the bottom, and I'm going to show you how to do that. It's quick, it's easy, and it works. So once this is on here, you're just going to come all the way down, keep going, keep going, keep going, all the way down until you get to the bottom, so you can use the whole thing on it, and we're just going to hot glue this part down. I thought it would be really, really cute if you can find all the little instruments and do, you know, the trumpet player and different things like that for the holidays. So, and this literally takes minutes. So you can see my feathers are kind of all over the place, and all you have to do is trim those up. So you want to be in a area that you don't mind the mess, and you're just going to kind of trim the feathers up, especially in the front. In the back, you don't have to do it too much, because it's kind of pretty with all the feathers. And angels, I always think of angels when I see feathers. If anybody watches me on Facebook, they see I'm always posting things. So, since we made this our front side, all you have to do to get the front to stay stable is you're going to take the tip of your hot glue gun, and you're going to hold it in there until it starts to burn a hole inside of your, see it right there? That's all you have to do to get a hole inside of your styrofoam. Okay, so now that we have our hole there, we're going to put some hot glue in there. Okay, so now start to fill it with hot glue, and then just take your little bag of pebbles and you're going to start laying them in there. Okay, so just put a rock in there and just fill it, because it doesn't matter. Like in the other one, I only have 3. but you want to fill the hole, and it's going to give you the weight you need so that it doesn't tip over. And as you layer them, put another thing of glue so they don't start popping out on you. Okay? So you want at least 3 in there, and it will be flush. So it's not going to be, you know, tipping over or anything like that, and you're done. Okay? So we got that part all finished. And now we're going to glue on our angel wings. So look at this one feather really sticking out there. I haven't decided if I want to do anything about that right now, but you want to make sure that this is your front, because here's your stones, and you want to put that on the back side. So you want to make sure that you're gluing it to the right side when you're putting that on there. Okay, so what I did was when I glued my wings on, I tried to feel my way through the feathers to get my glue on there. And in this one, you're going to have to do a few steps in order to get that down. So we're just going to take our wings and we're going to press that on to the back side. And once that's pressed on, see how pretty that looks? Once that's pressed on, we're going to do some towards the bottom so that it's nice and glued on there and it doesn't come off. And then you can pick like a silver halo with the pipe cleaners. You can do the gold. Like I said, I didn't add a face or hair on mine because some of those angels are kind of plain looking, and that's what makes them pretty, but it's entirely up to you. So we're just going to add some more glue here at the base. And again, I'm just moving my feathers around so that I know where my hot glue needs to go, because you'll feel it as you're working. Okay, so just try to get it in there so that it is nice and gooey, so that it has something to stick to. So give it a lot of glue. Hold that down. Okay, so we're just going to hold that in place. And then we're going to put our head on, our halo on, and then I'll show you how to make the little hands for the choir book. So what you can do is, if you wanted to do something other than the choir book, you're just going to bend your wire a little bit differently in order to hold the instruments. And you can decide how to do that. Now, I haven't found any instruments yet at Dollar Tree, but I'm sure all those little things are going to start coming out, and you can use all those fun little items to make these angels. Okay, so let's see if we're secure. So see how it's standing all on its own. Because we put those rocks in the front, everything is fine, and it's standing completely on its own. So I'm just going to add a little bit more glue at the front here. And the biggest thing that I'm learning with all of these projects is we really need to give it the time for it to set and glue. Okay, so that's like the biggest thing. It's got to have the time for it to dry. So since we're waiting for that to dry, what we're going to do is we're going to make our little hands. Okay, so here's a piece of the wire, and again, this is the wire that is sold at Dollar Tree, and it's sold on those little strips, and it comes in different colors. This is the green one. They have a gold, but I thought this was kind of as close as gold as I have right now. But they have this in several colors. Okay, so what you want to do is, because it comes on this spiral thing, you can cut it according to size, but I already had mine cut off. So you want it to be about like the size of a petal, like those petals that we made for the summertime. And you're just going to kind of pinch it together like the hand that you would need so that it sticks into the styrofoam, and then you can kind of bend it. So you can bend it like this to hold the instrument or whatever it is you're doing. So we're going to cut this off. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do the other side. Now we can clearly see that I don't have enough to do 2 sides because this piece is pretty long. So we're just going to take another piece that's long, and we're just going to shape it to the one that we currently have. Okay, so just come around, and we're going to do this just like we have, and we're going to come down with it. So of course we have an emergency broadcast while I'm doing this video, because there's always something to interrupt me, but this is the time I have to do this. So I apologize to those of you that get annoyed that the lighting's not right or you can't hear me, but I only have a certain amount of time in a day, and again, these are free. So if I had a studio, that would be great. Hopefully someday. So we have our 2 little hands ready. Okay, we're back, and I had to turn that off because that noise was just getting louder and louder, and I knew you guys wouldn't be able to hear me. So we have our angel wings on. Now just remember, pull the feathers away from the styrofoam and really hot glue it and press on it really hard and wait for it to dry. Don't start working on your next part of it, because it's going to fall apart on you and you're going to get frustrated. So our wings are really on there, and what we're going to do is we're going to take one of our balls, and you're going to take off the little top, the ornament part where you hang the string. You're going to take that off because this is going to be your head. And what I do is I again take my hot glue gun and I burn a hole in the top of the head so that you have a little hole there. so that it fits in there. Okay, so then just take some hot glue and stick it in the hole. Okay, so now we have the head on. And then again, you can trim up your feathers as you go. And then of course, we're going to make our little halo. So you decide how high you want your halo, and then you bend it, because we're just going to glue it to the back of the head. And then you take it and you make a circle with it. Okay, so just take it and twist it, and then you can fix your circle as you go. Okay, so you made this part, you just make your circle, and then you twist it, and then we're going to cut this off. Okay, so that's all you have to do to make your little halo. Okay, so that's done, and we're just going to put this to the back of the head. And if it's a little bit too long, you can trim it again, but I kind of like it right there. These feathers get everywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue from here, the base down, up to the head a little bit. I'm just going to smear that glue so that it takes my pipe cleaner when I go to add it. Okay, so it's on the back of the head. Okay, and again, I wish I had the little instruments. I couldn't find them, but when you put the little hands on there, you'll be able to figure out how to get the instruments to hold. And you know, if you want them up, then you would bend the hands up. And if anybody makes those, make sure you go to Facebook and post them in some of the groups. Now, I know some of you look for me, but I am in all the Dollar Tree groups on Facebook, and I post there all my videos, so you can catch me there if you can't find me otherwise. Okay, so we have our angel wings on, and this little feather here, I was going to leave it because I thought it was cute, although, you know what, that's what makes us all unique, is that the fact that we have things that are different about us. So I don't know if I want to take it off yet or not. But I am going to trim her up in the front, him, her, whatever you want to call it. And let's just snip a few off. And this is what I mean about the feathers. Okay, so all we have left to do now is our little hands, and we have these bent. And we're just going to stick those inside the styrofoam. That's all you have to do, is stick them in the styrofoam. Now, again, if you're going to do the instruments, like I said, you can cut these according to how much you need. So if you need something longer that's going to hold it, and then you just bend your hands. So see how I bent my hands inward, and this would be able to hold one of those instruments like a trumpet or something, but you can do it longer so that it goes to the mouth if that's what you're looking for. Now, if those ornaments are heavy, it should offset itself where it's not going to tip over. But again, if that's going to happen, then all you have to do is go to the bottom and add more rocks according to the way it's tipping. So if it's tipping to one side versus the other, then just take a little, you know, your hot glue gun, make a little hole and add a rock and see if that stables it out. So that's all you have to do to balance out where it might be tipping. Okay, and then what I did was I have this scrapbook paper, and that's all I did was take a piece of the scrapbook paper and I folded it in half. I wrote choir on the one side. I did a little scribbly thing on the inside, you know, like a choir book on this one. See, can you see in there how I did the little scribbles in there? It's kind of hard to see. See how I scribbled on there? And I wrote choir on the front. So you might want to do one with the choir, and then you can do three, like one with a guitar or some type of instrument, or three with the trumpets, which would be really, really cute. And then all I did was add a little bit of hot glue. And so this one here, I would open up just a little bit more to hold my choir book, and I just added hot glue to the two little sides of the hands. And you would do the same thing. So you would add your hot glue here and here, but I'm going to wait because I think I'd like to do the trumpet on this one. And then if you wanted to, if they're singing, you can take like a little, even a black pom-pom or something, or even some black construction paper and glue it on there like the mouth is open singing, and then like little lines you can draw on with your Sharpie marker. So you can do something fun like that, but these are super easy to make, and you only need a few items, and you can make some really cute angels for your holiday mantle. So I just wanted to show you something fun and easy to do, and until our next project, I will see you soon. Bye now.